Welcome to the Elite Alpha podcast, where high-performance men come to master their minds, dominate their decisions, and command every aspect of their lives. This isn't for the weak. This isn't for the complacent. This is for the elite, the men who refuse to settle, who know they're built for more, and who are ready to sharpen their edge. Here we don't just talk success, we engineer it. Each episode is packed with battle-tested strategies, unfiltered truth, and no BS tactics to help you think faster, act decisively, and own your future. If you're here to level up and eliminate hesitation to build an unshakable mindset, then you're in the right place. Power moves only. No hesitation. Let's get to work. In this episode, stress is the silent killer of high-performing men. Here's how to take back control. And master your mind. Command your life. You can build empires. You can dominate markets. But if you can't control the war happening inside you, you'll lose it all. I learned this the hard way. As a professional firefighter, I remember being called out to a house fire that turned out to be a clandestine drug lab. And this is where suddenly things can go south. Explosives, chemicals, total chaos. The stress hit so hard it felt like time slowed down, like my brain was about to lock up as it went back to all its training. But here's the thing. We didn't lock up or run. We didn't react negatively. We, in a controlled way, stepped back, took a breath, composed ourselves, recalibrated the tactical strategy, and took back control of the scene. That moment taught me something most men never understand until it's too late. Stress doesn't kill you because it's hard. It kills you because you stop commanding it. If you're listening to this, you're already a high performer. But the pressure that built your empire, it's the same pressure that will destroy it unless you learn how to dominate it. Let's fix that right now. Why high performers are the prime targets for stress. Here's the unforgiving reality. Power masks pressure. The more successful you become, the better you get at lying to yourself. You learn how to bury stress deep under the wins, the titles, the bank balance. You hide it behind bravado. You outwork it, thinking more hours, more deals, more domination will drown it out. You deny it even exists because admitting stress feels like admitting weakness. And for a man who built an empire on dominance, weakness is unthinkable. Over time, that stress hardens. It becomes your normal. You start to believe that the constant edge in your nerves, the shallow sleep, the low-grade anger, the impatience, that's just part of the game. Yuck. Buried stress is a slow-acting poison. It doesn't hit you like a lightning bolt. It creeps. It corrodes your clarity, eats away at your decision-making, rots your patience, and blunts your edge. And the sickest part? It tricks you into thinking you're still at the top of your game, even as you're bleeding power by the hour. When I was competing as a World Cup athlete in British Columbia, we trained so brutally, so relentlessly, that my body literally started shutting down. My hair stopped growing. I'd collapse into sleep during lunch breaks just to survive the afternoon sessions. Our American coaches were running us into the ground. On the outside, we looked like warriors. On the inside, we were ticking time bombs. Lesson learned. High stress isn't a badge of honor. It's a sign you're leaking power. And commonly leaking it in the wrong areas. The hidden costs of stress. You're not seeing. You think you're managing it. You're not. You're leaking power. Bit by bit, day by day. It's not obvious at first. It's not the big blow-ups you notice. It's the slow, silent erosion of who you are. Here's what's really happening. Decision fatigue. Every choice feels heavier. Small decisions drain you. Instead of leading with precision, you're reacting to fires, and that reactionary state costs you your edge. Emotional volatility. Your patience shortens. You snap at your partner, your kids, your team, even when you know they don't deserve it. Stress leaks out sideways, wrecking relationships you fought to build. Identity erosion. You start seeing glimpses of a man you don't even recognize. The confident, strategic leader you built yourself into starts slipping, replaced by frustration, self-doubt, and cynicism. Physical breakdown. Your body starts whispering warnings. Tight chest, gut issues, endless fatigue. But you're too deep in the grind to listen. You're trading long-term health for short-term survival. You're literally burning your life force to keep the machine running. And sometimes the worst stress isn't tactical, it's moral. It's when you're forced to make decisions that clash with who you are at your core. When your values get pitted against your obligations. When the empire you built starts demanding pieces of your soul. That's a stress you can't out-train, outwork, or out-hustle. It eats you alive from the inside out. When I was a manager in the mining industry, there were moments when my own values were challenged. Times when the company wanted one thing, and my integrity wanted another. That's a stress you can't outrun. It grinds you from the inside out. I had to make the hard calls that eventually led me to walk away from the industry altogether. Because my truth is knowing that winning at the cost of your values isn't winning. It's slow moral suicide, the elite blueprint for dominating stress. Enough of the problem. Let's build the solution. Here's the tactical blueprint to fix it. The no BS way. 1. Tactical awareness. You can't fight an enemy you can't see. You've got to spot stress patterns before they spiral out of control. Sleep disruption. Waking up exhausted even after a full night's sleep. Short fuse. Small problems triggering oversized reactions. Indecisiveness. Second-guessing decisions you would have crushed months ago. Over-reliance on stimulants, more caffeine, more noise, more distractions, masking the real issue. Your nervous system will always tell you when you're overloaded, if you learn how to listen. 2. Control the inputs. Elite performance isn't about doing more. It's about protecting your mental battlefield like your life depends on it. Ruthless sleep hygiene. Dark, cold, quiet. Non-negotiable. Nutrition that fuels control, not chaos. Fuel your body with what builds clarity, not spikes and crashes. Physical training. Not just for aesthetics, for system recalibration. Burn off cortisol before it burns you. Zero tolerance for toxic media and energy leeches. If it drains you, cut it off. Period. Every input either sharpens you or softens you. Choose wisely. 3rd tactical decompression operators decompress. High performers pretend they don't need to, and they pay the price. Micro breaks every day. Strategic pauses to reset your system. 15-minute resets. Step outside, move, breathe, breathwork under pressure. Train your body to respond, not react. Strategic silence. Absolute stillness. No input, no distractions. Pure recalibration. Decompression isn't weakness, it's high-level system maintenance. 4. Identity recalibration. You're not a machine, you're a fucking weapon. But even the sharpest weapon needs recalibration, or it misfires at the worst moment. Own this. Your worth is not tied to how much stress you can endure. Your power is measured by how efficiently you recalibrate. Resetting isn't a luxury. It's the duty of a man building a legacy. And guess what? Even with 2 toddlers testing my patience every damn day, the principle remains. When chaos erupts, I don't react. I command. Kids don't need rage. They need stability. Same with your business. Same with your body. Same with your legacy. Elite men don't live in reactivity. They command the battlefield. Inside and out. Your power moves to command stress daily. This is where you move from knowledge to domination. This is the real work. Daily actions that forge control into your DNA. Here's your tactical checklist. 1. Morning tactical reset. Before you even think about grabbing your phone or checking your emails, you reset yourself. Breath work. 5 to 10 deep, slow, powerful breaths to anchor yourself in presence. Visualization. See your day unfolding with clarity, control, and dominance. Start the day on offense, not reacting to the world. 2. Physical dominance ritual. Your body is the command center for your mind. If you're physically stagnant, you're mentally weak. Daily training to empty the nervous system, shift cortisol, release tension, build the physical resilience to match your ambition. Doesn't matter if it's 20 minutes or 90, what matters is you move with intention. Train to lead, train to dominate, train to survive. 3rd decision. Audit. Once a week, sharpen the blade, review what's draining your energy, cut the bullshit. Realign your actions with your highest mission. Elite leadership isn't about doing more. It's about focusing deeper. 4th silent weapon. Time 15 minutes a day, non-negotiable. No phone, no people, no noise, just you and your thoughts. This is where you recalibrate. This is where real leadership is forged. In silence, not chaos. If you can't sit alone with yourself, without distraction, you're not leading anything. Not really. Command stress daily or be commanded by it. Those are your choices. And if you're serious about building a legacy that outlives you, you already know the right choice. Here's the truth no one talks about. Stress will never disappear. And that's a good thing. Pressure is where the elite are forged. The heat is where your real strength is revealed. But you've got to remember, stress is a test, not a death sentence. It's a forge. Either you melt in it or you sharpen in it. The men who master stress don't just survive, they don't just win, they dominate. If you're serious about mastering your mind, commanding your life, and leaving a legacy that can't be fucking ignored, then it's time to level up. Book your Assess Your Life Alpha Impact session today. We'll recalibrate your operating system. We'll reforge your power. We'll make you unstoppable. The clock's ticking and your empire is waiting. Move. Thanks for tuning into the Elite Alpha podcast. I'm Matilda Wand, a behavioral strategist and private alpha coach, dedicated to helping elite men break barriers, elevate their leadership, and dominate in all areas of their life. If you got value from this episode, share it with someone who needs to hear it. You can like, comment, and let me know your biggest takeaway. Your feedback helps us keep delivering high-impact content for high achievers like you. In your corner, Matilda Wand.